This is the night, the two-day climax of Reggae Sumfest 2018. Rise to the occasion. Comes alive at Catherine Hall in Montego Bay. And the big question hanging over this night is who will be the leading man or woman in the story of Dancehall Night? Will it be one of the usual suspects, Bounty Killer, Sizzler, or Queen Spice? Could it be one of the new top-tier designates, like Popcorn, Idonia, or Massacre? Or one of the three much anticipated Montagonians on the lineup, who are expected to pull one of, if not the biggest crowd in the history of the festival.
As many of you may know, Reggae Sumfest is a one-week festival which started last Sunday, July 15. Our coverage, therefore, began then and will unfold in this hour, which begins after this break.
And we're back now inside of Catherine Hall, where the two-night climax of Reggae Sumfest 2018 is about to unfold. But first, a look back at the events leading up to this night. From Atlantic City in the US, covering BRT weekend, to now Montego Bay, Jamaica, covering Reggae Sumfest. On stage, on tour, offshore and onshore. It's opening night for the Great Jamaican Reggae Fest, and as we make our way to its kickoff event, one can't help but remember today, football final, World Cup football final. Wow. Here's where it found us. Our host hotel, the Grand Palladium, like everywhere else in the world, is not spared of World Cup final excitement. Flicked in by Griezmann and flicked on! And France take the lead in the World Cup final! So tell us a little bit about how you're facilitating us, those of us who love the game of football.
Well, we left no stones unturned. Football, as you know, is one of the biggest sports in the world, if not the biggest. Right now, we have a theatre stage that we set up that we've been showing all the games. The turnout has been really good so far, so it's really lovely, and we're loving the fever, as you can see.
And Sumfest is your biggest project this week, isn't it?
Definitely. We have a lot of persons coming in for the Sumfest. It's something that we're actually looking forward to. Team members, not just for the guests, but also team members. Every year we go over as a group and we enjoy the festivities.
It is France. It will be some can-can on the Champs-Élysées tonight.
I was cheering for France.
It was a good match, and French were very fair play, we can say that. Fair play, and both staff played very well, and I think we are the champion.
You seem very happy today. You're very happy. Why are you so happy?
Because I'm in Jamaica.
You're in? All right, so that's what the World Cup fever did to us today. And now we are about to enter the event, the kickoff event for Reggae Sumfest. It's called Color Fest. The events of Reggae Sumfest are mostly at night time. So what do people do, those from out of town, from overseas, from Kingston and so on, visiting Montego Bay, visiting resorts like this? What do they do is a question during daytime. That is what we're going to see if we can show you right now. So I'm going to put on my mic, can I? Can I put my mic down, Leon, on camera? I'm going to put my mic down and see if I can also demonstrate what people do. And I'm going in this pool, okay? This pool. I don't even know if I can swim, but... So, you know, it seems I can help myself in the water. I've done that for a long time. I mean, like over a decade. I haven't been in a pool or been to a beach. Reason? I spend time, a lot of time at resorts like this one, covering events, but never really gotten a chance to do this until now. In over more than 10 years. Wow. Feels good. So you're here for Reggae Sumfest?
Right.
In this area, right? Why
Right.
did you choose this property?
Well, it's a nice, from the review I've went on the Google and seen, it's a nice place.
Okay, and you're from where?
Kingston?
You're just coming out of the pool, so this is part of what you do during daytime.
Yes.
So talk about the experience so far. Have you been to any events yet?
Well, yes, I've been to the beach party. I missed the street dance last night. Well, tonight I'm going to the All White.
Going now to find some more activities for you elsewhere on the property. Let's go. Now, as you would imagine, in Jamaica, this would be a big part of the daytime activities for those here for Reggae Sumfest. Take a look. Beach. Come on, big part of it. Beach, swim. When you get thirsty, you go over to a little bar like this and get refreshed. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
And if I can't get up later, you know who's in trouble. All right.
I don't think so.
Thank you. All right, this is my drink. I don't know what it is, but I want to taste it. I'm going to at least taste it.
It's a Long Island iced tea.
Long Island
Yes, sir.
iced tea.
Yes, sir.
Long Island iced tea in the middle of the day. And I'm doing all night tonight. Can you imagine? Will I make it? Well, you know what happens if you don't see me. All right, so this is an all-inclusive property, so dining is a big part of it. All of us want to eat ourselves to death. Well, and now spa treatment right now, right over here. All right, come on, walk with the boss. Hi again, how are you?
Thank you, I'm good. Welcome again.
Good to be here.
Okay.
And the last time I was here, you were
I was
front desk?
working at the front desk, yes. So
And
I'm
now-
now, I got a promotion and I'm here as the assistant manager for the spa.
For the spa?
Yes.
So can we go over your spa for a minute?
Sure, let's
walk
go.
with us, come. This is the after. She has done a fantastic job. I can't believe it. Clean. Some use the opportunity to get fit in a gym. To stay in shape for all this excitement. Gym.
It's day 3 of Reggae Sumfest, and we are headed to Pier 1 in Montego Bay for the all-white party. Let's go.
Everybody, we are party right now. Let's party right now. Come on. What you wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot ballers.
And now for a sharp contrast here at Hard Rock Cafe in Montego Bay in the form of Blitz, which is all black.
It's just a blessing being here.
The Reggae Sumfest connection with me is just, it's something I grew up on, it's something that raised me. This is wicked. I didn't know it was going to be this wicked. This is nice, the stage, everything, the way it's set up over the pool. I just love the vibe, the energy, it's good.
Beenie Man, though not booked for Sumfest 2018, was present and could not resist the chance to take the stage.
Now watch the face, calm me down, try the case. Let's see the vibes, man. The vibe nice, man. The fans them there. And them love it. And them never expect it. Can't nobody know say me are there. Our dance hall, our music, don't it? Give me the girl them with the wickedness.
On Thursday evening at Ibero Star, the inaugural staging of the Reggae Sumfest Inspire Awards, honoring not just those who have made a significant contribution to the festival, but to the entertainment industry on a whole. In the Lifetime Achievement category, Beres Hammond, Sumfest legend, Beenie Man, Reggae Sumfest Rising Star, Chronix, inducted into the Reggae Sumfest Hall of Fame, Bob Andy, Copeland Forbes, Sly and Robbie, and Chris Blackwell. The Golden Pen category, Pat Machino. Reggae Sumfest Big Up Award, Herman, who has been a Sumfest vendor for 25 years. And in the Special Honorees category, Marlon Tinglin, Alan Lewin, and guess who? Yup, Winford Williams.
It feels very good. It's a total surprise, as you know. I didn't expect this. I was just doing what I thought I should in covering Reggae Sumfest and to help to support something that we think is important to the development of our music and to own the story of our music, of our artists, and of our event. That's what I was contributing to. The last thing I expected was to be recognized at this level.
I really must say today was a special day for me because at least they said sometimes a king is not honored in his own country. But when Reggae Sumfest can call me from overseas and say, Les, we are going to honor you in the inauguration of Reggae Sumfest Hall of Fame. It's a great feat.
Well, it's always humbling to be recognized by your peer and various organizations. And every award is special. And this somewhat because I have not done Sumfest, maybe only once. And for them to remember me, it means it goes beyond the festival. It goes to the heart of the music. And I really do appreciate it. It makes me feel appreciated for what I've been doing. And I'll continue to do that.
Feeling great. Like, seriously, I'm feeling great. Yeah, man. I appreciate love because Sumfest crown me king, you know. Them and the music business in Jamaica. Is it?
And later that evening at Pier 1, the clash of the Titans of a sound clashing that is, were out of a field of 4, inclusive of Tony Materon, the Mighty Crown, Ricky Trooper, and Pink Panther. The Mighty Crown emerged champions. After the break, why is this night at Reggae Sumfest one of the most historic ones? And later, who are the biggest winners? It delivers.
Now this, the first of the Catherine Hall nights, which was previously Dancehall Night, is a historic one for both Montego Bay and Reggae Sumfest. Here's why. You're looking at a bird's eye view of the city of Montego Bay, and those mountains in the backdrop are where most of the city's dwellers live. This dancehall night at Reggae Sumfest, epic numbers of its dwellers are expected to be at the Reggae Fest. As for the first time in the 26-year history of Reggae Sumfest, 3 of the most anticipated artists on the lineup are from Montego Bay. They're Ragging King, TJ, and Tony.
I see they coming from afar.
An African is also making history on this night.
Boy. Now, one of the international recording stars for Reggae Sumfest, Dancehall Night. Or some may say night number 1 of the 2 big nights at Catherine Hall is this man. Take a look at him. Stone Boy. From where?
From the Gold Coast.
The Gold Coast, Ghana.
Real black star, you know.
Yeah.
Real black star from the Gold Coast, Ghana, representing for Africa. This year's Sumfest, and it's an honor to be here. And I'm proud to be here as well, because to me, like I always say, and I always will say, it's more than the music, it's more than the genre, and it's time now that the Caribbean masses and the African masses, I mean the artists, them are connecting to do greater things, you know, and as well sharing sharing the vibes, because the culture is always going to be the same, but with some little diversions, you know what I mean? Like I was saying yesterday, one girl was like, okay, what's the difference? I'm like, back home in Ghana, the morals levels is just a bit higher, you know what I mean? And the moral level is just a bit higher because you're not allowed to do certain things. It's not a norm to do certain things like it is a norm to do certain things over here. Like as tiny as you grinding on a girl.
Yeah. Not allowed in Ghana.
It is, there's no law that says it's not allowed. But I mean, for the moral and the little diversions that I'm referring to, as in the cultural differences, is that you can't even go grinding on a girl on stage, and they see that as a little bit too far. But we all know people grind where they gotta grind. But here in Jamaica, you could dance, you can grind, and it's part of the thing. Like, oh, nobody not say nothing about it, cause it's all right. You understand?
Ghanaians are more conservative.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
Expressing sexuality.
Exactly. Especially via the music as well.
And via the music and what you sing and what you sing about.
Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting.
Exactly.
So talk about this Sumfest assignment for us. How is it looking? What does it mean to you?
It's a great opportunity for me, and I see it as a stepping, and I see it as a mission, because there has been before me, but it's just a few. I can count to be the 4th African on the stage ever since it started 24 years ago. So then that means that it's been only 4 years ago that an African artist will fly from Africa to be a representative on stage. So to me, I'm grateful, because in 15 more years to come, I would have been the 4th African artist. You feel me? So then that is a mileage for me. So I'm grateful to be on the stage to give them that vibe there, because right now, I mean, we're all open to that the Afro beats in a way that, you know, like I always say, there's a blend, there's a way to fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I represent for on Friday.
Saxy, tell me I will send them. I will send them for that.
Do you understand the extent to which Jamaicans are now consuming the music of Africa?
If I die today, we have a party tonight, just watch. Tonight we feel like spend some cash.
All right, so the show is off and running with the opening segment. But you know, I'm wondering who is bringing out most of the people to this venue tonight. Can we go check? Let's go. Who you come to see?
Everybody.
Everybody. I just want to see a good show.
Popcorn and Rising King.
Spice, of course. Spice.
More than one. Looking forward to see Ding Dong, Popcorn.
Everybody else alright, but I really Spice I'm coming for.
We like Spice.
Spice?
Yeah, man.
Everybody. I want to see Governor and I want to see Idonia.
Yeah man, TJ.
But you're in my base, so family. Of course.
Bounty Killer.
Oh, Lord.
I'm an OG.
I came out to have a good time.
Bounty Killer, of course, Idonia.
Just want to enjoy the show.
This is a Jamaican night, and if you're not a Jamaican, if you're even an American or you're from Europe, this is on stage. This is Jamaica Red Stripe Reggae Sumfest. This is the place to be.
Came to see Sizzler all the way.
I'm here to see Idonia, Bounty. I miss Beanie this year, but Ryan King.
Stoneboy, yeah.
I don't know, yeah, Straight Killer.
Idonia and Spice.
I went for Williams now. A banana.
Okay, Sir Russ, so you predicted it, a big one, this one? How does it look now?
It's going to be a big one.
You're still calling it?
Oh, yes, it's going to be a big one.
A biggest or a big one?
Bigger than biggest. No, it's going to be big.
Bigger.
Very big.
And, so, and overall, how do you rate Sumfest?
Unbelievable. This year is amazing. All the satellite events have done really well, and there are a lot of overseas people that are here. As you can see, predominantly overseas people.
Yeah.
Because they have booked their passages early this year to come in for Sumfest. So all the hotels are filled, but a lot of them are Sumfest people, so that's good.
And they're out and about in Montego Bay?
Out and about, and they feel very free and happy and great to be here. And Montego Bay is just buzzing. There's just a buzz in Montego Bay, a Sumfest buzz, and believe me, everybody's just having a great time.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for coming. And congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
On your award.
Thank you, all of you. After this break, some of the most anticipated and later, some of the hottest names in dancehall.
One night and one day, jam must shine and one night and one thing.
Sumfest, and I rush them like a pit bull. Mix with a ratchet, pop them like a rifle.
Dancehall night, give us a word at this point.
Well, what time is it? 11, it's 12:13, and I think it looks pretty good for 12:13. You know.
The events leading up to this night. How would you sum them up?
Gosh, they all exceeded expectations. Beginning at the beach party, and gee, the street dance was awesome. A couple thousand, maybe 3,000 people there. And the vibes are great, and the bar proceeds were good. I feel really blessed. I feel good.
Congratulations, sir. This is looking really good. This Sumfest.
No rifle, no shotgun, no one pop.
Interesting time of the night for you to perform, but I guess it speaks to this particular staging of Sumfest.
As a professional, when I get my bill, I come sing, you know. You get a running order if them say the time is the time, we just go do what we need for them. And of course, you know, this being I don't know how much time this was Sumfest. So we're seeing all of the times from, you know, daylight till, you know, early in the night. So it does do your work, simple as that. As somebody who loves the music, you know, sincerely, I'm being a fan of the music and seeing so many shows, or some I never witnessed myself, from Reggae Sunsplash and, you know, this and that come up. You know, we have seen many events, calendar events, huge events, fall off the calendar for one reason or the next. And so, you know, Sumfest being the last man standing, if you want to call it so, you know, I think it is of critical importance that we, you know, ensure the survival of a Reggae Sumfest. So that being said, I'm happy to be a part of it, and of course, you know, everybody who supports it in any way, especially the people who buy them tickets and come out in enough respect.
I have seen many performances of you at Reggae Sumfest, and this one I would say is definitely in the top 3, I would say.
Yes.
How do you sum it up?
When I left off last year, I kind of feel a way about it, you know, because I couldn't really fathom it, and you know what I mean, I was trying to figure out what was the problem. And I hear a lot of things, and we say a lot of things, but put that beside. And when Joe and Scatter reached out to me and Bug, and at first I was like, I'm not doing it, and then my team was like, no man, redeem yourself. I say I love music, and Scatter cool, and Joe cool, but you know what I mean, I was like, okay, all right, 1 year preparation, I was like, yo, so I have to actually, deliver. Normally when I come and do the fast set and jump up and, I kind of just break it down so people can hear the soul in my voice, because, I was singing from the core, like, I was kind of explaining to the people them that, acting is imperative to the music. No matter the bag of things were going on and who are on the place are, acting is imperative to the music, because when you check it, out of the new school, if not, I'm the best performer. And you can't really leave out a performer. A performer is very, very imperative to the music, because, it kind of set away when it's not acting against any dancehall or reggae artists. It's dancehall and reggae music against pop and hip hop and R&B, etc., etc.
And you're being honored tonight by the Reggae Sumfest. Were you expecting this?
No.
Show them the award. And you described that you felt a little bit emotional when you got it. What is the feeling? Describe it to us.
Trust me, when I cry for a lot of things and tears come to my eyes. Joe and Scatter was like, yo, we're going to do something great for you. I was expecting a speech, or, I wasn't, but this is more important to me, because my kids, them can actually see this. All of my friends, them invest in the acting, and the people, them invest in me, because it's not me alone, When invest in me, can actually feel accomplished, you know what I mean?
Well, this must be the earliest bounty killer has ever been on a stage, any stage.
Yeah, a festival of this nature, yeah, true. Yeah. With so much artists. Unless it was like me and 2 or 3. But we have 20 like amigos early. Why? It's great, I like it.
So why did you want to go?
It's not me.
It's not
I never made a choice.
No?
Most time I used to determine where I want to work. Yeah. But this year, they choose and I just work with the option, because tell you what now, you see the little freestyle and the thing that I go on with. If I go in the belly, you wouldn't have any average time to do those things. Okay. So when I go way at the earlier stage, I can just run more elaborate performance. I can be more comfortable with myself and have more leverage with other things. And then my fans never get a chance to get them artists early before them get tired and weary and want to sleep. So I think it's a good treat.
Is it also because you're growing as a performer, going to a concert?
Yeah, and tell you what now, I used to work early, and then when I become this giant now, them just stop put me there, so I don't know them part of the show they feel. Sometimes I miss it. When I see the friends here and the people them fresh and just want to absorb. Wish you see I could just do certain little simple songs, and the response was great. In the morning 4 or 5, we don't have that average time. People just gonna say, I want to go home, I want to hear my favorite song. Yeah. So I just try it and it works.
And the Wayne Marshall moment, sir?
Perfectly. Yeah, because Wayne said he wanted to come bless the city. Yeah, and that song we've been rooting for it, Yeah. And this particular part of the country, this side, we need to revelize the people in that reverence. Believe in the Lord, He can work miracle. And He will free Mobay and free the whole Jamaica.
Well, speaking of free Mobay, tonight there are 3 Montegonians on the lineup. We have never seen that before. How you feel?
Yeah, that's some evolution for the Antigua Bay. As you know, the artists them down here have been fighting a long time. And over the years, it's the first we have 3 attacks at once.
Yes.
And that is great. And it looks good. And the people supporting them. I can't wait to see what the performances should be like. They should be good.
From Wakanda to glamour. I mean, it's so hard to interview every year because you keep outdoing yourself, and I keep having to say you keep outdoing yourself and keep topping it. You come out with the people them and Wakanda and Black Panther them and
Wakanda forever.
Talk to us about this performance. Tell us what went into it. Why Wakanda? What was the inspiration behind this one?
I mean, I must say it's my favorite movie for the year. Yeah. And I mean, it's also a theme that represents me, myself as a black woman.
And throughout the year, I've been called by the color of my skin. And I think that's really what pushed me to come out and represent, to let them know that I love my skin. I love the color that I'm in. I'm proud to be black. And so that's really the inspiration behind my entrance for tonight.
So after all of these years, people are still trying to use blackness to try and bring it up.
Trust me. You'd be amazed. Yes. And it's even black people that is calling me black. Trust me. 2018.
So how do you feel about the performance? What does this particular one mean to you?
It means a lot to me because, like I said, the whole Black Panther theme means a lot to me. And so I will carry this as a great memory in my heart. I mean, it's also a good performance. I got a chance to interact with the crowd. Things was a little chaotic backstage with the fireman come out when we do my Under Fire song. There was so much going on backstage, but nevertheless, people don't get a chance to see all the eruption that's happening, so you still have to put on a good show, and I think I kind of held my own in still giving them a good show without letting them know about the chaos that was happening to give them that set.
I would say it was an electrifying performance, and I'm doing it for the love of the people, visitors coming to the country. You know that tourists help to boom the economy, and Jamaica, we're not really doing much exporting, you know what I'm saying? So tourists, they love Rastaman and Selassie and love read the Bible and go a bush and swim a river and them something. Then you know that's the nature, and that's where we've managed to pull the source of energy from concerning nature and inspiration with the Almighty and the intelligence. So I came out to just do that, to please the people, having them bouncing right through the whole performance, and it was lovely. And I want to say thank you very much for supporting Jamaica Reggae Sumfest this year. Big respect.
What does Reggae Sumfest mean to you?
Meant a whole lot to me, you know. That's another way of exposing myself. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're like, oh, Caesar is really too harsh, but it's not really harsh. It's just part of the vibes. Because at once, I would have wanted to be on a big stage as a little youth in the ghetto from 1992, 94, rising up. So I still keep all those stuff close to my heart. So getting the chance on Sumfest, I go burn up that. I made them know, say, that's the way to go. It's Sumfest, a lot of money being spent, be happy about it. It's another part of the culture, giving the people the music. So it's beautiful. It meant a whole lot to me. And then again, it make people who can't see Sizzla over time get to see Sizzla. You know what I mean? And you get to meet and greet the people. And then again, it's another source of uniting the youths them in and around the area. So when they have stage show going on, a little man can juggle him little spring water and sell him little peanut him jelly, do him little jerk thing them on the side over there. So and the Rasta man juggle him natural things and cook him ital outside even though them can't come in. And things are going inside too. Is the next way again where people get to take out them loved ones and invite the friends to the country and come, let's go somewhere. Some people are boring in the house and too many violence going all over the place. So when them have a well-secure show like Sumfest, beautiful artists, they're going to perform on Sumfest. People are going to support it, and I'm very much being a part of that. I'm honored being a part of that. So that's what the thing said. Big up yourself. It's a lot. So we keep them things that dear to our heart, brother. Our culture, our thing, we fit, make use of it.
On stage, I want stage. Righteousness. Bang.
After the break, some of the hottest in dancehall, including the Montegonians.
I want to say see you next time, Sumfest.
Well, before the break, we promised some of the hottest. Here they are.
Shampoo! 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 Shampoo!
He said it on our show a couple of weeks ago that it would be a special performance at Reggae Sumfest. Yes. And by all means, he's delivered on it. Boss.
Yes.
Respect. Congratulations.
Yes, respect. The third year, and we try to make it a spectacular one. We honor the late great, the legend, Mr. Waki.
Yes.
Boga, you know. I think this was a perfect year for do that. It's my deal, and we honor him in a such great honor. We use the streets to do it, big up to the whole streets, so them there will support the thing too and see what go on and appreciate it. Bogla, our legend, him our dancing area, him our James Brown and Michael Jackson. So we just feel like that area
when we're on such a high, is the air for honor for sure. People say, at the end of the day, we don't forget who set it. That is the most thing about music, what people don't understand, is respect the people who set it for we. You see me, I don't know ravers with a full energy, and our brother Safari forward. Straight.
Safari,
yeah, Chacha boy there, love it.
Chacha boy there.
Yo.
So you're a Safari ravers.
Yeah, Safari ravers today are locking straight on your main mad and main bright and clean. Some place boy, you're mad. You know, see the Versace clean.
Yeah. Mad thing, man.
Yo, ding dong, him have it.
Oh, but when we come link here and we are sure you say, you are do it different that area. We try to change up a performance system. Big up to the whole team, big up to Solid Agency, big up to Ramesh Entertainment, my brother. Is me I deal with, you don't know, but architect the whole thing. And the family the whole thing. Whole heap of rehearsals we put in like dancing rehearsals and performing rehearsals with the bands and thing, because we just want people to know say a stage show like this is not about just singing songs. It's about performance and painting a picture.
Amazing there that you have had. Talk to us about your Sumfest performance just now.
Yeah, well, as I can see, it's a great performance. I feel proud of myself, you know. Come and see the crowd are here, come and say, yeah, give thanks again. You know, on the scene once again, you know. So I've just give thanks to that and still I put out the hard work, see me more to accomplish, only more hit songs to be released. So I don't know if I go and put in the work, SOR team, Feel Good Bass Music.
Now, as many of you know, Governor is one of the latest and perhaps the one in front as it relates to breakout new arrivals in dancehall. And I suspect that this is your official debut, sir, at Reggae Sumfest.
Yeah, man, official, you know. I look at the time, you know what I mean? We are a God, you know what I mean? So we are big up Ansel, big up Winfo, big up the Sumfest stage. You get to me and say people who always look for good talent and push good talent to the forefront. So we are big up scene. Yeah, man.
Okay,
yeah,
so
man.
the journey to Sumfest is they had to call you, isn't it? Because you were blazing, so such was your fire.
I would like the things, you know what I mean? I mean, the things in the street, you know what I mean? And I really, we are say, we're not pushing, and really the fans are accept it and I push it. You get me? I say, and I talking in the streets, the Governor is one of the hottest, he's not the hottest young act out there, you get me? I say, so, yeah, it's just that, you know what I mean? Yeah,
And
man.
tonight, we'll talk about your performance. How do you rate it? Did it live up to your own expectations?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I really love more time, you know, but because the Sumfest same way, you get me? I say, them say that and we respect it, because I just how we grow, you get me? I say, but yeah, me love it, you know what I mean? The people them was real receptive and thing, it was a great vibe, big up Moby, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
So is it a good measurement of where you are now as it relates to your fan base and how Jamaicans are responding to you? Is it a good measurement of that, of your strength and your impact at this time?
Well, I would like the things, you know what I mean, if we perform after Sister Kalonji and before Idonia at this time in Sumfest, you know what I mean? I think that alone show from the promoters them that the level of what we did and how the people really look at it, because we never go out there and fumble, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we really want to think so, because we really keep it confident in and believe in ourselves as youth from the garrison. So, yeah, definitely.
So you go away now with lots of confidence.
Yeah, you know.
And new fuel in your system to drive you to that international
Definitely.
All right, so we're sitting now with the Jenna boss himself. Big performance, we understand, sir, from our perspective. What's your perspective on it?
Well, it's a great vibe, you know, the people, you know, in a great vibe, and the show, you know, went well, you know, and on time, so people have all about energy, so it was a great vibe and we enjoyed it.
And you were in the hot segment, one of the hot ones.
Well, so we have to just go hot, we have to just go scotch, but still compose it and not rush it, because, you know, at times we tend to rush it on the people when you sit back and deliver, so I tried that tonight.
Okay, so you stuck to your time given?
Well, me see a little time's up, but the time's up came when I have maybe 2 songs left, so it basically was kind of on time, but just a little bit over, maybe 3 minutes.
Yes. So talk about this time for you, this period of ascension, so to speak.
Yeah, well, it's a great time, you know, because since the last year and a half, you know, we kind of
take the thing up to a notch, you know, more corporate, more commercial, more party music, and the thing kind of grew from there. So, like since the past year and it's like non-stop traveling and thing. So we just kind of like focus on the lane there and keep it on the lane there. More visuals, you see me? EP just done up a new thing we are right now here. That's a trap. So we just work governor there right now, you know, as our artists out of our camp. Yes. So at the same time, they kind of sit back and give him the floor, make him run it little, yes, and put on him foot. So 4th gen music with us work.
So we were talking about the hot list, right? And this was one of the names on that list. Do you agree that he lived up to the name? And what does he think about that? What is your own rating, sir?
Well, I don't know, maybe
your hot list. Where you the bad?
I don't know, maybe always my place, so I always come and deliver, you understand? I one of the better Sumfest, they get me. From the year start, we kept on putting out hit songs. So
Moby is a dancehall town.
Yeah, so you don't know, Billy catalog will come stronger. You get what I say? So fans them receive it well. Yeah, man, straight.
And there are 3 Montegonians on the lineup tonight, and they're Tamily, TJ, Reggae.
Yeah, man.
And yet you squeeze out your own love out of that.
Well, I don't know, you know. Massacre always stand differently, you know, from everybody else thing. I don't know, Genocide stand different, you understand, with my songs, my vibe, my energy, you get what I say? Yeah, so I don't know, we are the leader of the new school right now. You check in the streets, you check Moby, you check anywhere.
The street is endorsing you as the new leader.
Fully, you don't know Genocide, man. Trust me, right now.
And you're sailing up on the A list.
Right now, you understand.
Do you think you're there?
Well, we have only more grounds to cover, you don't know. We always have more work to do. You get what I say? Yeah.
But the ascension continues.
Right.
Well, we've noticed, and your name a call a lot.
Yeah.
So what is this way? What is this we're looking at here?
You don't know the Crips, you know. You understand?
Yes.
Genocide, vodka. And this is the streets I talk about right now. Yeah. You get what I say?
Your manager would always be injecting a product in there.
Well, I don't know the music.
Your management Coritan. The product boss, you know.
Yeah,
the product boss, Corey.
One team, one work, man. You know the thing always go.
So,
yeah, man.
So people are on to it, people consuming it.
Yeah, man. This is the new talking on the street right now. Crips vodka. You understand? Yeah. Genocide vodka, Crips vodka. So the people them need it, them talk about it, them see it, them love it.
And it's exclusively yours and distributed everywhere?
Yeah, man.
It's
I don't know shit. Yeah.
Real bad man, police come find them. Everybody go answer.
Congrats on your performance at Reggae Sumfest.
Yes.
And on the album.
Yeah, forever.
Kick off with the performance at Sumfest and then we talk the album.
Well, you know, Sumfest is a place where, you know, Cartel carry a Sumfest first and me sing me look one song and get me looking forward and thing and me forward out again and again and me forward this year and you don't know, me and the crowd enjoy myself. You know, I always enjoy performing for my fans them, you know, because them build me, you know, you see me, so this morning was one of them man in there. Where I had fun, me and the family and the crew, you know. Yeah.
And on Thursday, an album was launched.
Yeah.
How was it listening? Which was it? It was the official launch?
Yeah, it was the launch and listening, and it was crazy, man.
Yes, I hear you.
It was streaming to a
lockdown
lot
Kingston.
of people too.
And the world indeed, because people are watching all over the world.
All over the world. So it's a blessing, and you know, like I'm always trying to do as good as I can for myself, dancehall music for my fans them, because you know, like sometimes you know, like when people are talk about dancehall music certain way and say certain stupidness about like dancehall dead and them foolishness there, because every genre of music different, and every generation of artists different. So people can expect me forward and I sing like Papa San them, you see me? As time goes by, the music change, people change with the music, and that's the way it is. So.
All right, stay with us. After the break, the final stretch of this dance all night.
We don't know about it, how we name welcome. And the boy and I like how we are that. Listen, they don't like when get a youth and where you go? Every winner jump. Are we still away?
As mentioned earlier, this is a historic dancehall night for Sumfest, as for the first time in the festival's history, all of 3 highly anticipated Montegonians are on this night and are being presented in what the promoters dubbed a Mobe tribute to close out the night.
One of the 3 Montegonians on this dancehall night lineup. Now it's dancehall morning in Montego Bay. He's a Montegonian, and the support for him was tremendous in the venue, and he's doing it at daylight. Isn't it your first
No,
appearance?
not really. It's not really my first. It's my 4th year, but I would say this year is my first year because the people them really
officially built.
Yeah, this year's the year that people really get to know TJ and what I'm really capable of doing. And is it?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's my first year officially.
And how do you feel about it?
Great.
This tribute.
Great.
The Montego Bay tribute, they call it.
Well, Montego Bay is my hometown, so that not really simple means I'm just go sing some song. I still go do it from my heart because music is the only thing for TJ.
Okay.
So the feeling right now is just wonderful, tremendously awesome, great, everything. I never have words, I swear.
And remind us how it feels to be part of 3 artists on the lineup. That's history making for Sumfest.
Yeah, that really shows you that TJ they put in the work.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of artists from Mobile same way, and I'm one of them who is in the top 3. So the work I put in, I'm thankful for that and gracious.
And do you know, and do you believe that the snag is now removed? That little snag where Montegonian artists, though very good, weren't breaking big enough.
Well,
is that
right
now behind us?
Right now I would say that all of the fittest and the fittest shall survive right now. Yeah, it might sound away, but work. You have to make the work speak for itself right now.
Well, yours is speaking loud, isn't it?
Yeah, because remember the last time we meet, I tell them I go make the work speak for itself. So
Yes.
that is just the only thing I'm doing right now.
All
officially.
right, sir.
Officially.
Thank you. All the very best. Congrats again.
Up top.
Me get a dream last night and the dream tell me things not change.
And now, another of the 3, for the first time in the history of the festival, 3 much anticipated artists are from Montego Bay. Did you, sir, bring out your fans tonight?
I need to bring out my fans them come out, isn't it? Yeah. Most anticipated dancehall about this thing. Check it out. I'm not gonna self-proclaim. As in, I do my thing, I do the right thing. You understand? I feel me ground, king of the palace. You understand? Many people them in malice. Check the book, check the scoreboard, check the sheet. Yeah.
How do you feel about being the special tribute featuring you, Tommy Lee, and TJ?
Well, you don't know. It's a good feeling because you don't know maybe artists. I take the thing and I show the people them say, yo, artists are all about, you understand? Because first time, they must say, yo, you have to forward a town for bus. You see me? In a voice box, I take out all of my emotion them. Yeah. And look where I reach, Reggae Sumfest. Yeah. And it wasn't a voice box in Kingston.
And it's your first official appearance, isn't it?
Yeah, man, in Sumfest. Thank God, it's a good look. Proud to see the people them turn out, come support me. And next year is a better look. You know how I look?
No doubt. All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, dad.
Uncle Winford. Both of them. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'm going to have a birthday blessed.
Yeah, man. Enough respect, Uncle, man. I don't know, man.
So talk about the segment that you performed in, this Tribute to Montego Bay segment.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
After TJ and Reggae King.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Big up all the mobile artists, I'm saying. Big up every artist, man. Sure. Every artist go and good and thing, man. You see me? Yeah, man. Big up the commissioner, same way, you see me? And everybody, Mr. Orange Shank, same way, Minister of Security. Big up everybody. I love the energy and the peaceful vibes and mobile. I love how big up the Prime Minister, same way. I love how them bring back the place. It's a good look, you see me? Everybody love it and thing, you know? Yeah, man, we say enough love in the mobile. I love how you them all out and I do it right. You see me? Make the place nice again. Music nice, Sumfest nice. You see me? Yeah, man, big up. Enough love, respect in all aspects. On stage, one stage. Both of them.
7:15 a.m. Closing out the 2-day climax of Reggae Sumfest 2018. And I just want to walk back here and show you that the venue is now empty. But we're still at it. We're still working. We just did interviews with all 3 of the Montegonian artists who we had been talking about on the lineup. And now this is the state of the venue, cleaning up for all of us to come back later this evening for night number 2, the final night of the week-long Reggae Sumfest. Tired and weary, Winfred Williams, on behalf of all of us, the hard-working on-stage team in Montego Bay, covering another Sumfest. Thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week when we give you a full summary of Sumfest 2018. See you then.
Coming around with people. All who know when you come to badness in a music, family in a place, then be a badness. Let me dance on my fans. Ready,